Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and today we are here for part 2 of the Warbotron Bruticus, and today we're going to be taking a look at Brawl, or I think his name was Heavy Noisy. So here he is in his tank mode, and this is a very good tank mode, in my opinion. I think it looks very clean, and that's not sitting all the way. No big deal. But I think he looks very good. So up close, you have silver up here for the barrel, kind of as like it's singed. Then you got black for the rest of it. You got a yellow spot up here, which is for a targeting sight, which we'll get into later. You got purple for these bits back here. You got the black for the treads. There are no rolling wheels, unfortunately. They don't really bother me, so you can't really roll them around, but you can drift them. So that's, I guess, pretty fun. You just have a You can just slide them around, so you can do that, spin them and whatnot. But it does, like I said, he does look really good. So I really do like how this turned out. Now you do have a couple of screw hole covers here and here, so those do come in a little baggie. You just obviously put them in with their corresponding hole, and they all go in nice and snug. No super glue needed, so that is very nice. The turret itself, if you raise it up a little bit, just a little bit, it can rotate a full 360. Like so. So that's very nice. Love the fact it can do a full 360. Well, before I pop it off. Oops. And now I'm just going to pop everything off. Oh, come on, get your buddy back in there. So it can do a full 360 if you pull it up far enough and don't screw it up like me. And the turret itself can also move up and down, so it's a nice articulated turret. Thank you. But yeah, that's about it for tank mode. It's just a green, very solid tank. So as far as transformation goes, I just cracked his barrel. As far as transformation goes, you do want to take off this back section, because this, well, we'll come back to this later. So remove that, get it off to the side. Then you want to come here and untab this, which I can never do with my fingers, so I'm going to get my screwdriver. You want to untab this section right here. I can get it out from the other side, like so. I'm going to bring this up, and then you kind of just want to crack him in half. And when you do that, get his hands out, like so. And then you can bring up his torso, bring up his head, and then take this section right here and tab it in there, and then it'll lock all of this into place. Now, for the legs, you want to grab the feet, bring them down, and when you bring them down, the ankle pivot, or the ankle pivot, the heel spur will come with it, but fold that up for now, because you want to rotate this down about halfway, rotate this section around, and then I can't speak. And then continue rotating it all the way down, and then you want to take this section, and that will fill in that gap, which is very nice. I very much appreciate that. Then you want to flip up the foot, flip out the heel spur. You want to take this section, bring this down, which is like an extra support piece, and you got a leg all done. Do the same thing on this side. Bring this around, bring that over, bring that down, rotate or flip this down, bring up the foot, flip the heel back, and bring this section down. And there are the legs. Now for the arms have had a bit of an issue. I'm sure you've all probably heard it, but when you go to extend his arms, they've been reported to be too tight, and you will snap them off the mushroom peg. Obviously, you just go in there with a screwdriver, loosen up those screws, and they come out just fine. So extend the arms, take this section, bring it off to the side, orient the hand properly. The same thing on this side, bring that out, rotate it down, rotate this off to the side, rotate the fist around. Then you want to finish him off. You want to take this piece, collapse this down, flip out this port, or this post, and then plug this into his back to give him his Brawl backpack. And there is Brawl in, or what, Heavy Noisy Brawl, whatever you want to call him, in his robot mode. And I think he's my favorite. Well, actually, he's my second favorite. Onslaught's my favorite, but he's definitely my second favorite. I really like the way that this guy turned out. So, getting close here on the head sculpt. Looks very much like Brawl. Got young, nice yellow for the light piping. And overall, he just looks really, really, really solid and just really nice and clean. Got some purple here for the chest and some silver on the crotch. Coming to the back. I really do love these panels. I'm so happy that they integrated these instead of just leaving a big hollow gap. So, thank you, Warbotron, for doing that. And you can see some nice silver piston work in there. Then, of course, you just have the back of the tank on his back. So, as far as articulation is concerned, it's basically the same articulation for all of them, but I will go over it in each video. Head is on a ball joint. Shoulders can do a full 360, but this piece kind of gets in the way a little bit, but they can do a full 360. They can go in and out on that joint, and he kind of smacks himself in the face, but you can, if you want, just rotate him down and then bring him up to get him kind of doing that. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got bend at the elbow like that, and then he's got a wrist swivel. The hands can open and close. The waist, he's got a waist swivel. Legs can go forward. They can go back when you have this piece off, but with it on, they don't really go back. They can go out. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got full range at the knee, and he does have ankle pivot. So, pretty good amount of posability. It's a little limited because of the backpack, but again, you can just take the backpack off. So, as far as accessories go, you do get these two guns done up in black and silver, which look pretty nice. And you do get two of them, and you can hold them as normal pistols, like so. So we can hold them just fine, like that. This looks pretty cool. Or, what you can do is, let me remove these, and remove the backpack, which of course frees up his articulation. So just to show you that, you can convert them into weapons. So this whole center section comes out, and you can extend the barrel, flip this section down and bring it forward. Oops, bring it down, bring it forward, and then you bring up this targeting sight, and it's a big ol' rifle for Brawl. So I'll actually give that to him in a second. And then this piece becomes a shield. So you take the guns, you plug them in like this way, and then these two silver parts will slide into grooves right there. So you just take it and slide it in, and that's nice and secure. And then you can have Brawl holding this big ass rifle. And if you did want to make the barrel shorter, you can just flip this underneath. So you can do that if you want. But I think that looks pretty dang cool. So, for size comparison, here we have him alongside Leader Grimlock. You can see how he scales with a later class figure. And, of course, here we have him with his buddy Airburst, or Blast Off. And they look really, really nice together. Absolutely love how they all look together. So, they're very, very, very cool. So, as far as Heavy Noisy or Brawl goes, I really like him. Like I said, he is probably my second favorite, or my favorite. I haven't really decided on who has that title. But very awesome, very cool, very solid. Again, the only thing I would be cautious about is those pulling down the arms for transformation. You definitely want to loosen those screws, otherwise you're going to break your toy. But very, very cool. Highly recommended. If you can get one, get one. I recommend getting the entire set, but, you know, if you just want Heavy Noisy, I mean, even alone, the individual figures are amazing. So, that has been my look at the Warbotron Heavy Noisy or Brawl. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.